Has the XMAX 300 engine been downgraded in quality? Let's tear it down and find out. First, let's look at a detail. These bolts come with vibration-damping rubber bushings. These are considered specialized bolts. They help suppress noise caused by vibrations. Looking inside, there's also sound-deadening cotton. And this vibration-damping rubber. All of these are used to prevent the outer shell from resonating and generating noise. This here is the transmission case air filter. Many other scooters just use a simple sponge. Very basic stuff. But Yamaha uses a genuine, solid filter element here. This is how it should be. It provides a much higher level of protection for the transmission components. Previously, when buying small scooters, people worried about whether the transmission intake was high or low, mainly due to the fear of dust getting into the transmission. With this setup, there's no need to worry. Now, let's look at the transmission. This part has a cooling fan, impeller. It's manufactured by FCC Japan. Next, let's look at the rear-driven pulley. The entire assembly is also from FCC Japan. The needle roller bearing in the center is from NTN. The belt is double-cogged. The brand is Mitsubishi. There are 5 clutch shoes. Compared to a 3-shoe setup, the contact area is larger. This makes the startup smoothness and vibration control much better. Now, let's remove the variator, pulley. Let's weigh the roller weights. "19 grams. I'm showing you this weight. Even though I don't plan on changing the rollers or modifying the transmission. By the way, this engine is the 2025 model. The 2026 model was just released, so there hasn't been a chance to test it yet, right? Nowadays, everyone is afraid of engine downgrades. If the price wars continue, it's hard to say what might happen. The XMAX has very stable pricing. Even used bike prices remain strong. Let's check the output shaft bearing. It's an imported NTN bearing. It remains consistent with the older models. Now, let's look at the cylinder. The cylinder block is still Yamaha's DiASil cylinder. I have a feeling the craftsmanship of this cylinder has been upgraded, because when I repaired the older XMAX, where a reversed filter caused cylinder scoring, the replacement cylinder they sent wasn't nearly as polished as this one. On this 2025 XMAX, the surface brightness of the cylinder is clearly higher than before. This results in a lower friction coefficient. Yamaha must have upgraded their DiASil cylinder technology. You can tell by the reflection inside. I previously disassembled a 2024 engine, which also had a reversed filter. That cylinder was the same as this one. So, based on this inference, it seems that from the 2024 model onwards, the XMAX DiASil cylinder has undergone a process upgrade. You could call it a fine-tuning upgrade. Let's look at the piston. It's still a lightweight forged piston. Since you've watched this far, please give the video a like. As a 2025 XMAX owner myself, I'm actually more curious than anyone. I was also afraid that compared to the old model, they might have cut corners on parts. Let's check the stator coils first. The power output isn't exceptionally large. If you want to add auxiliary lights, be mindful of the wattage. Look here. This magneto cover is also made by Chiyuan, 1 yuan, Japan. Take a look at this logo. The entire XMAX engine casing is made by Ichiuin. I couldn't identify which company this logo belonged to before. Later, I saw it at a supplier's factory. It's called Ichiuin. Now, let's look at the oil pump. The oil pump is chain-driven. The oil pump is also made by Ichiuin. Let's check the oil pump chain. It's from D.I.D. The timing chain is likely D.I.D as well. Let's check. Correct, it's a D.I.D chain. And it's a 3x4 configuration. Since you're still watching, please give us a like if you enjoy the video. Next, we can split the crankcase. Let's check the bearings and such. The crankshaft assembly is still from D.I.D, Japan. That hasn't changed. However, there are changes in the bearings. The balancer shaft bearing here used to be an NTN made in Taiwan. Now it has been replaced by a KOYO made in Japan. You should be able to see it clearly now. Let's remove the balancer shaft. No changes to the balancer shaft, it's the same. Let's look at the connecting rod. It's still made of forged alloy steel. The gear shaft is also the same as the old model. Also made of forged alloy steel. Now, the balancer shaft bearing on this side is also different. It went from an NTN Taiwan to an NTN made in Indonesia. Let's look at the connecting rod bearings, bushings. They are likely bronze-based from D.I.D. As for the transmission case, we must split it open to check. Since we've started, let's give everyone a thorough look. I'm curious too. All three bearings are from NTN. 2 are from Taiwan. 1 is an NTN from Indonesia. And let's look at the opposite side. It's also an NTN. There's one NTN made in Japan here. So, within this single engine, NTN bearings come from 3 different origins. Alright, it's now completely disassembled. Time for a quick summary. The overall material quality remains high-spec. Compared to engines before 2024, the origins of the 2 balancer shaft bearings changed from Taiwan to 1 Japan and 1 Indonesia. 1 from Japan and 1 from Indonesia. The cylinder's inner wall is crafted even better now. That's a notable upgrade. As a 2025 XMAX owner, I'm now completely at ease after this teardown. Time to put it back together and ride. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.